I'm pretty sure most of us are familiar with Minecraft because it's a very popular video game. It came out about when we were all children, and it's still pretty popular. But there is something called Minecraft Education that came out in around 2016. Minecraft itself is an open world block-based building game. It's created by Mojang with the focus on building, gathering materials, fighting monsters, mining, as the name would suggest. You can play it in single player mode or multiplayer online with your friends or just anyone who's on the same server as you. Players can create buildings, sculptures, literally almost anything you can think of as long as you're using the blocks in the game. There's a lot of customization in terms of gameplay. You can be on creative mode where you have unlimited resources, you don't have to go foraging for it, and also you don't have to worry about like your inventory disappearing if you jump off of something and your health dies. In survival mode, you can still build and create, but there's more high stakes because you can lose your inventory at any time, which would be awful if you just got everything that you need, like hundreds of blocks, and then you die. There's also farming, and just you have to create to continue with the game. Minecraft Education is a video game-based learning resource also created by Mojang after the success of its predecessor of just Minecraft. It found its popularity among people of all ages, but most successful with children who are within the K to 12 age range. With the game's popularity within this age group, it makes sense that it would be used for educational purposes, considering how customizational the game itself can be. Minecraft Education can also be used in a classroom setting, or more recently we've noticed you can use it in a distant learning style because you can create digital classrooms and all your students can be there and you're teaching in Minecraft. Minecraft Education can be used to teach lessons about science, math, computer science, language arts, history, and art and design. The Minecraft Education website has a bunch of pre-made lesson plans made by the developers, but there's also a community of educators that can upload their own lessons that they found to be successful in their classroom. The website also has training resources for students and teachers in case they don't know how to play the game, and just so that they can all be on the same page when they're doing lessons. Schools can buy licensing either through an individual account, so it would be about $5 per user, or they can get a group licensing in case it's a very large number, and then you just connect with your IT and download it onto the computers in the class. The Minecraft Education art and design lessons focus on students' creativity as well as collaboration with their peers. One of the pre-made lessons that can be found is called Pixel Selfies, where students are tasked with creating pixel portraits of themselves using the blocks in the game. The webpage guides the teacher on how to present the lesson. This is the website. And so I'm going to show you how to access lessons from the home page. You go and hover over the Teach with Minecraft button. And then over here under Resources, it says Explore Lessons. Here it tells you about how there's hundreds of lessons that are available if you just keep looking, but it also has subjects where you can filter it down. And so we're going to focus on art and design, and here it explains to you the beginning resources to make sure that everything goes as smooth as it can. This is the Pixel Selfies one. It gives you the age range and what it focuses on. Once you click that, it brings everything up. It tells you the skills that the lesson provides, as well as the objectives. And then once you come over here, you open it up, and it tells you, roughly what the lesson plan would be. It tells you that the students can choose between what pixel diameter they would like. There's This explains what you can do beforehand. You can give them paper to like plan it out, or they can just, jump in and figure it out from there. Right here, it explains, what students can do afterwards in form of like a critique, where all the students can virtually look over each other's work. And then here is just a reference to famous self-portraits so that you can link it into something for the essential standards, where you can connect it to previous artists who have created self-portraits and then kind of build that connection. For the sake of time, I'm not going to create one, but I already did, just to give you an idea. I made myself in Minecraft following the 16 by 16. And here at the bottom, you can see I have basically unlimited number of the blocks, because once I use them, the number does not go down. And also because I'm in creative mode, I can fly around, which makes it a lot easier to place and go back up and see what you're doing. When you're in like survival mode or just the normal mode, you can't really do that, because you would be able to run away from monsters very easily if you could fly. But in creative, you can kind of just focus on looking what you're building. And so I made something just to represent it, and once you get down, you can kind of see just how big that is. And over there you can see pigs.
The singular tree.
Yeah, the singular tree and the pigs. So, any questions?
I have.
Yes.
So what material did you end up using for your pixel portrait there?
I use mostly colored wool is
Okay.
the best option for just regular colors. But for the skin tone for mine, I just used, right here, it says white terracotta.
Oh.
Because, white wool is too white. So I looked through the material list and just found something that I felt would match the color.
Okay.
But there's also like a ton of other color options
Wow.
found within like the hundreds of blocks that are in the game.
Okay.
So there's a lot of customization there.
Cool. And my only other question was, like, how can you envision that when you're working in the classroom with students on their own computers, we can try to maintain some focus on what they're doing toward the lesson objective, like instead of going off and building all these things and playing creative and stuff. Can you set up parameters around it so students can play only in a certain way or in a certain space? You know anything about that?
You can definitely like customize the world to be like a certain like size limitation, but also if you're working in multiplayer, you yourself can kind of be in there. If it's like a distance learning, you can be in there just kind of keeping track. But if you're in a classroom setting, you can kind of just walk around and be like, can you get back on task?
Yeah.
But if you're doing the virtual like distance learning, you yourself can be in there and also kind of do a similar thing, just digitally. So it would be similar to if a student's like goofing off in class, it would just reflect on the participation grade or like the final result.
And that's all set up through the server, I guess?
Yes.
Just make sure everybody goes to the same server?
Yes, with the multiplayer options, you can do that.
Okay.
Cool, thank you.